been really quite an amazing growth to watch. I think I always jokingly say that GENBAND reminds me a little bit of Cisco in terms of the acquisition strategy that both companies have had and how they've executed and integrated. And just seeing GENBAND from the last 10 years go from just one single gateway to now just soft switches, application servers, session border controllers, and grow their market share from under 10% of the market to now over 20% last quarter is quite phenomenal.
I mean, session border controller market is exciting, as is the voice application server market, and GENBAND's got products there. This is, a terrific place to be.
I heard a lot today about opening up APIs and getting third-party ecosystems involved. At Yankee Group, we've been very vocal and supportive of those models for the past several years. So to the extent that GENBAND can catalyze some of that work, I think that would be very good for the industry.
We see growth in SIP trunking, businesses going to IP. We see more and more businesses utilizing IP PBXs and wanting to extend that IP out to the broad area, to the wide area through the use of SIP trunking. So we have SBCs on the edge of the carrier network, but also now we see more and more carriers deploying SBCs inside the enterprise edge. To help facilitate that. That's a growth driver.
And there's no reason to transcode IP to TDM when there's ample opportunity to connect into an IP network from the service provider side. How that plays to GENBAND, that's terrific, because the need to deploy that technology with application servers, as well as the need for session border controllers, which has been a big opportunity in the last 6 quarters.
I mean, it really comes through when you talk to the executives, when you hear the executives that, that this is not a company in startup mode, and it's really a mature, I would say, it's still not as old as maybe an AT&T or, an Alcatel or a Lucent, from the Bell Labs, but I would say, much more mature than what we would have looked at even, a year ago.
Again, what GENBAND has to offer is this experience, the acumen that they have from having successfully executed these transformations in the past.
Look, I give GENBAND a lot of credit. For me, they're a very bold company. They've taken an unorthodox approach to sort of building out their capabilities in the IP transformation space. They're interesting. Collection of technologies, so some better positioned than others, but I think all in all, in particular with the Nortel assets, you really have to give GENBAND credit for having really committed to this part of the marketplace, and that's something you can't say about some of the other even bigger vendors.
Focus of the revenue is installed base of TDM, and converting that TDM installed base to IP is that they've been very innovative, and I've seen the company where they've needed areas to augment, they've gone out and they've gotten it.